Martin, is this a good time? I'm in a bit of trouble at the office.
What's wrong?
We have some trouble with a client. I've been busy dealing with it. I won't be home for a while.
Oh, really? You'll be home pretty late?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to make it home tonight.
Yeah, it's snowing like crazy out there. According to the weather forecast, it's going to pile up even more. Arya, rather than taking a chance of coming home tonight, it might be safer just to stay somewhere else.
You've got a good point. I'll probably have to stay overnight at the office.
Well, I'd drive up and pick you up myself. But I'm not used to driving in the snow, so...
Yeah, no pressure.
There's not much we can do. It's rare for it to snow like this.
You're working from home all day today, right?
Yeah, it's nice to be able to work from home on a day like this. You don't even have to step outside.
I wish my company would hurry up and adopt remote working. When we have a heavy snow day like today, or a storm hits, I can't go home until the next day.
Come to mention it, this happened before, right? I think it was during a big storm.
That's right. All the trains were stopped.
Well, it's rare for it to snow this much. You can't stop Mother Nature. I'll take care of the housework. You just concentrate on your work.
Thanks, Martin. Oh, by the way, I'm really sorry, but would you mind washing the bedspread?
What? That thing won't fit in the dryer. You can't hang it out in this weather.
You can just wash it, and I'll figure something out later.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, could you wash the apron in the kitchen too?
Apron? Arya, do you use an apron?
I don't usually. My mother gave it to me as a birthday present. It's a pretty fancy one with a flower pattern. I'm thinking of using it. I just want to wash it before I do.
Okay, got it. I'll wash it.
Oh, sorry, Martin.
What's up?
Come to think of it, you're home, but you were working.
Well, yeah.
I got distracted with business stuff in the snow. I'm sorry I asked you to do all the housework.
No problem. I'm almost done with work. I'll take care of the laundry stuff.
Thanks. Well, I'm going back to work.
Okay. Good luck.
Martin, where are you? Please pick up the phone. Don't tell me you went out in this heavy snow. Do you know what's going on in our yard? I just got a call from the neighbor's wife. She said there was a woman lying in the snow in our yard. She said because we weren't there, she called an ambulance and other stuff. There's no way I can get home in the snow. I don't know where you are, but no, that's what's going on. I just hope the woman's okay. If you see this, please call me, no matter what. Martin, where are you now? The message I sent you yesterday still hasn't been read. Haven't you come home yet? Maybe you turned off your phone? I know someone was taken by ambulance from our yard, so please call me as soon as possible. Hey, do you know how serious the situation is? I don't know where you've been since yesterday. Martin, I hope you know how bad this is.
Hey, Arya. I just took a look at your message. Is this some kind of play or something? You even got the neighbors involved. I don't know if it's the pressure at work or what. You better stop with the weird jokes. So you said you were taken away by ambulance, but to what hospital? You're not going to tell me to come and visit you or something, are you? I mean, an ambulance for something like that is a bit much, isn't it? You're probably lying about being taken to hospital anyway.
Martin, you finally texted me back.
Are you in the hospital? What happened that you had to be taken away?
Huh? I'm still at work.
What? Then when you say hospital by ambulance...
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean you're still at work? I mean, you're off work today, right? Aren't you coming home?
The snow seems to have calmed down this morning, but I don't think going home right now would be a good idea.
What? Wait a minute. You've been at work since yesterday?
Yes, of course.
Well, You said you were found buried in the snow in the yard and rushed to the hospital by ambulance. I knew it. You're all right, right?
I don't know, we're not really on the same page here. Martin, you're reading the talk history at random, right?
Huh?
Go back and read it again, word for word. After you understand what it says, text me back.
Arya, I read your message.
Did you understand what it said?
Oh my god. There was a strange woman who was taken to the hospital from our house. She was buried in the snow. This is a big deal.
No, it's not a deal. You did this to her.
What?
You're so obvious, saying it was an act or a weird joke. You made a fool of me.
Did I say that?
There's no point in playing dumb with me like that. Which one of us is the one who's acting?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's enough. It's in the message. There's nothing you can do to fix it now.
No, it was a misunderstanding. I did read the text carefully. I misunderstood.
Was it a misunderstanding that can be explained?
I'm sorry, but I accidentally deleted my message history just now. I can't see our conversation anymore. Well, I can't help it if it's gone, can I? If you don't have the contents of the message, there's no way for you to check.
Are you stupid?
Huh?
With text, even if you delete your own history, the other person's history is still there.
Oh, it is?
And then, I found out the identity of the woman we think was buried in the snow in the yard.
Huh?
Her name is Kayla.
Kayla?
A friend of yours? She's obviously someone I don't know. Who is she?
Oh, I don't know her either.
Are you still playing dumb?
That's strange. I thought for sure it was you.
Huh? You thought it was me?
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Well, there's no need to question you now.
Huh?
You know that ambulance fiasco we had? Don't you think they've already done some investigating?
Oh, come on. What's with you already? If you have something to say, just come out and say it.
Let me ask you something. Kayla is your lover, right?
What?
I know everything, so there's no point in trying to cover it up. Besides, Kayla isn't the only one you've been cheating with. How much of a scumbag can you be if you're married and you're cheating with 2 people?
No, just... There's a lot going on with this.
Well, let's hear about the circumstances, shall we?
I'm sorry.
Well, let me put you on the spot. Let me walk you through the whole scenario. Yesterday, when you found out that I couldn't come home because of the heavy snow, you took advantage of the situation and contacted both Kayla and the other woman you were having an affair with. However, Kayla declined, saying she has something to do. You decided to spend the snowy day with the other fling who took you up on your offer. So you drove over to pick her up. You forgot to lock the front door.
Oh.
And for some reason, while nobody was at home, Kayla came to the house. I don't know why she suddenly decided to come over. I'm sure she must have run out of things she had planned to do, or finished early. The front door was open, so she decided you must be at home, working. She came inside without saying a word to you. She took the liberty of using my apron in the kitchen to cook a meal for you and started cooking.
What?
The pink apron I asked you to wash. Kayla must be a family-oriented woman to serve a home-cooked meal at her cheating boyfriend's house. I don't understand the nerve of using the kitchen or wearing an apron without permission.
Hey, wait a minute.
Then you come home with the other woman you've been having an affair with. Just by looking at the back of the person wearing the apron, you thought I had actually come home early. You were in a panic because you thought that I, your wife, would find out about the affair. You threw the apron-clad woman out into the yard where the snow was beginning to fall heavily without even checking her face.
Was that Kayla?
You and the other woman you were having an affair with did not realize that it was Kayla. You guys had to get out of the house quickly so that your wife in the yard would not notice you. This time you securely locked the door and left. I don't know where you went after that, but you've been with the other one, haven't you?
Well then what about Kayla? Kayla, what happened to her?
Apparently she sprained both her ankles when you threw her out into the yard.
What?
When she tried to enter the house, the door was locked and she couldn't get in. She couldn't stand up because of the pain in her feet, and she was freezing and couldn't speak because of the heavy snow that started piling up all at once. And on a night of heavy snow, there was hardly anyone walking outside. She must have felt hopeless. It was really by chance that the neighbor's wife found Kayla. When she went outside to shovel the snow from her front porch, she heard a woman's voice screaming for help. She was found buried in the snow and taken to the hospital. The temperature dropped to -6 degrees yesterday. I wonder what would have happened if the neighbor's wife hadn't found her.
Oh my god, is Kayla safe?
Fortunately, she's in stable condition. She needs to stay in the hospital for a while.
Which hospital?
Do you think I would tell you?
What?
When she was thrown out in the snow, she was terrified. Of course she would be. You thought she was me. Don't just come home all of a sudden. You sleep in the garden until morning. She said you were spouting out horribly mean things.
Oh, crap.
That's why she says she never wants to see your face again. She was treated like that by the guy she was dating. She'll probably be traumatized for the rest of her life.
Oh no, you mean I'll never see Kayla again?
Of course you won't. To be honest, I don't feel any sympathy for my husband's girlfriend. But I'm not so insensitive as to provide private information to the person responsible for sending someone to the hospital.
But I won't be able to live with myself with it like this. At least let me apologize to Kayla.
What can you accomplish by apologizing? Do you think that if you apologize, you'll be forgiven? Do you have any idea what a horrible thing you've done?
Yeah, but what else could I do? I didn't think she would come to the house.
I can't believe you would mistake your wife for someone you're having an affair with.
I only saw the back of her head, so it's not my fault. You guys have similar hair. She was standing in the kitchen wearing the apron. It's no wonder that I made a mistake.
Oh, I see then. So if it were actually me that you threw into the yard, it doesn't matter what would have happened, right?
No, it's just that.
Even if I had been left behind in the heavy snow and no one had found me, you'd be okay with that, right?
I didn't say that.
You would have rather just had me go to the other side without being found. Isn't that what you thought?
Don't be stupid. If I did that, I'd become a criminal.
Oh, you were ready to be a criminal, weren't you? What would happen if you were left out in the snow in 20-degree weather? Even a child knows what would happen, right?
No, it's just that I didn't think it would be this bad. I thought you could get into the house on your own.
You locked the door to keep me out. You said you weren't good at driving in the snow. You didn't even try to pick me up from work. But you were more than happy to drive in the snow to play with your lover.
Arya, give me a break. Seriously, I feel terrible.
It's too late to apologize now.
Anyway, I'm worried about Kayla. Please tell me where the hospital is.
I don't want to.
I'm begging you.
You'd better worry about yourself instead of others.
What?
After all the trouble you caused? You think you can get away with it?
What do you mean?
Can't you at least think of the possibility that the police are involved?
Police? No. The police is overreacting.
You know what? A young woman was thrown in the snow by a man, and an ambulance was dispatched. That's TV and newspaper material, isn't it?
Oh wait, did the police ask you any questions?
They did ask me a few questions. I wasn't there and was considered irrelevant under the circumstances, so I don't know what happened after that.
Wait a minute. Then what about me? Don't tell me I'm going to be arrested by the police and put in jail.
I don't know.
How can you say you don't know? We're married.
Husband and wife?
That's right. Your husband's in trouble. It's your duty as a wife to help him.
No. Suck it up. That's all I'm saying.
What the hell? That's too insensitive.
Insensitive? You have 2 girlfriends.
What? No, I mean, married couples are supposed to help each other out in times of need. When they're in trouble, they help each other out, don't you think?
I'm getting creeped out by this husband and wife crap.
What?
I don't want to stay married to a piece of crap like you.
What?
Let's get a divorce.
Divorce?
Yes, divorce.
Wait a minute. Divorce is a big deal.
I've already started looking for a divorce attorney.
No, I'm not getting a divorce.
Don't you realize what you've done?
I'm sorry I threw Kayla out in the yard, but in the end you're fine. We don't have to get a divorce, right?
Listen, let me say it again. You're the one who cheated on your wife with 2 other women.
Yeah, but...
When I'm working overnight at the office, you were trying to make out with a woman in our house.
But besides you, the other 2 were just for fun.
Fun?
Well, more like an extension of my friends. You see, I've been popular with women since I was in school. And out of all of them, I chose you to be my wife.
Excuse me?
That means you were my true love. All the others were just for fun. Out of all my girlfriends, you should be proud that you're the only one who got to be my wife.
That means I'm interpreting that to mean that you were already having relationships with a number of women before you married me.
No, that's...
Okay then, I get it.
No, so...
I think my frustration level is about to hit its limit. I guess I'll ask my lawyer to do the rest.
Hiring a lawyer is a big deal. Let's talk it over again. We're married, aren't we, right?
I don't want to be married to you. That's why I'm hiring a lawyer.
That's terrible. I love you so much.
You've got 2 lovers. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
Shut up.
Well
then, goodbye.
Arya, wait! Please, please don't divorce me.
After that, I requested an investigation by a detective agency to gather evidence. As I suspected, it was discovered that Martin had been cheating on me with several women even before he married me. I regretted it deeply, thinking that I had married an unbelievable man. Then with the help of a lawyer who was introduced to me by an acquaintance, I successfully obtained a divorce from Martin. Of course, I filed a claim for compensation against Martin and the other women he had cheated on me with. The house we lived in was in his name, so I quickly left after the divorce. After that, Martin had a lot of trouble ahead of him. Kayla blamed him for throwing her out in the yard and for being two-timed. Not to be outdone, Martin made a big fuss, claiming that she had been trespassing in his house. There were also disputes with the other woman he had been having an affair with, and other women he had relationships with. The situation seemed to be in chaos about whether to file a police report and other stuff like that. My ex-husband, who was in trouble, contacted me persistently asking for help. I blocked his texts and phone calls. As for me, I have rented an apartment near my workplace and am living alone in peace. I can walk to the office, so I don't have to worry, even if it snows heavily. I'm thinking that if I meet a good guy, I may remarry, but I'm not sure. For the time being, I intend to focus on my job.
It's me, Marie. How are you doing? Marie? Wow, it's been a while. How have you been? I'm doing fine. I just wanted to say hello to my daughter-in-law. Is everything all right? I've been asking about you to Hector, but he doesn't want to share anything. Did anything happen between you and my son? Hector didn't say anything to you? About what? I don't think I have the right to tell you since Hector said he'll fill you in himself. About what? He didn't say anything. I guess it's not that important. Anyway, there's something else I need to tell you. What is it? I'm moving in with you guys starting today. What? You're moving in with us? Yes, I've already moved my stuff in. I'm really tired. Can you do the cleanup? What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything about it. And how did you get into the house? You can't do this, Marie. What you're doing is trespassing. Excuse me? We are family. I have the right to enter your house. Jane, you should know how to respect your mother-in-law. Besides, if I had told you in advance, you would not agree to live with me, right? So I had no choice but to do it this way. This is ridiculous. Okay, I will tell you now. Me and Hector already got divorced. What? Yes, we've been discussing divorce for a while. The divorce was finalized 3 days ago. I have nothing to do with your son anymore. And also, you are not my mother-in-law anymore. No way! You are lying! I'm not. Just because you don't want to live with me doesn't mean you should lie like this. I'm not lying. How did you get into the house? Hector gave me a spare key. What? Yeah, so you can't say that I'm trespassing. When did you get the key? I think it was about a month ago. By that time, I had already kicked him out of the house, and he had returned the key to me. He never mentioned anything about a spare key. It's so weird that he kept the key and gave it to you. It's nothing weird. I'm his mother. Of course it's normal for me to have the key to my son's house. I told you, we are already divorced and I kicked him out of the house. The house is mine, in my name. So you have no right to enter the house or decide to live in my house. Please get your stuff out and leave. I don't want to. I'm not leaving. And there's no way you two got divorced. If you were really divorced, Hector would have said something. You are such a liar. The house is Hector's. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not lying. I've been saving up since I was a student. When I reached 30, I decided to buy my own house. And then, after I got married, I was thinking about selling it and moving into a new house. Don't make me laugh. There's no way you could save up that much money. I'm 100% sure my son bought the house. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? I worked so hard to save up money. Your son didn't give me a penny. Jane, you never change, do you? Do you think you're better than my son just because you are working? I bet you don't even do your chores. I just opened the refrigerator. It's empty. That's because I'm going on a business trip for a week. I thought it would go bad, so I ate it all before I left. Please don't open my fridge or touch my stuff in the house. I mean, I've divorced Hector, so it has nothing to do with you. Please leave my house immediately. Why not? We are going to live together, right? I don't understand why you don't want me to open your fridge when we are about to start living together. Do you want me to starve to death? Can you read what I just said? I have a business meeting now, so I don't have time for this. Please leave my house immediately. And get your stuff out of here too. I will call the cops if you don't leave. I'm really tired. I wanted to ask which room I can use, but you didn't reply to me. So I just decided on my own. You will go on a business trip for a week, right? I have a lot of luggage, so I got the biggest room at the back. It's a nice room, but you have so much stuff. I threw away all your stuff in that room to make room for all my stuff. What? Did you really throw away my stuff? Yes, you have so many clothes. I think 2 or 3 clothes would be enough for you, so I decluttered them for you. Thanks to me, the room is so clean now. You're welcome. I can't believe it. I mean, that room is also where I work from home. I put a lot of important stuff in there, so I'm sure I locked the door. How on earth did you get in there? Yeah, it was locked. So I broke the doorknob to get in. I went all the way to the hardware store and bought tools. Are you serious? Oh my God! Wait, don't tell me you threw away my computer and the important documents too. Of course I threw them away too. No way! What you are doing is a crime. Oh, come on. Can you please not make such a big deal about it? If I don't get rid of your stuff, I won't be able to fit all my stuff in here, so I don't have a choice. Besides, this is my son's house. What I do in my son's house is my business, right? I already called the police. What? The police? What the hell were you thinking? That's my line. I have told you repeatedly that I divorced your son. You have not listened to me at all. You broke into my house and threw away my things. I can't believe you threw away my work computer and important documents. What you did is damaging to the company. This is unacceptable. What? It looked really old computer. Why did you tell me that it was your workroom? It's your fault for leaving such an important document at home. I had permission from the company to take the documents home. I even locked them in my room. You can't blame me for this. It's your fault for working. You always use work as an excuse. That's why you never got pregnant. How many times do I have to tell you that I want to see my grandchild? You want to bring that up again? How many times do I have to tell you that we are divorced? I have nothing to do with you anymore. Please, leave me alone. I think the police will arrive soon, so please leave with all the stuff. What the hell? You really called the police? Oh my God, they're knocking on the door. I can't believe you really called the police on me. How dare you? I had to keep explaining to the police that I just had a little fight with my son's wife. I don't know why they never believed me. Seriously, it was traumatic. You didn't have to make a big deal out of it. I'm not your son's wife. I'll file another damage report when I get back from my business trip. That's enough. You hate me that much? Do you really not want to live with me that much? Seriously? Why can't you understand simple things? I already divorced your son. There's no way I'm going to live with my ex-mother-in-law. Why didn't you just believe me that I divorced your son? Because you're a liar. You promised at the altar during the wedding that you would be together for the rest of your lives with my son. And now you're telling me you've already divorced my son? I don't believe it. You're coming home today, right? What time will it be? Please come home soon. Let's talk. Oh, also, I can't reach my son. Do you know what time my son will be home? Why are you asking me? I haven't heard from him since the divorce. I mean, Marie, are you at my house again? Yes, I am, because I moved into this house. Do you want me to call the police again? You know, I'm all alone and lonely. What's wrong with trying to take care of my son and wife? I've reached my limit. Until now, I thought it was best to keep my mouth shut for Hector's sake. But now, I can't stay silent any longer. I will tell you everything now. Our divorce was caused by Hector's cheating. Cheating? No way! He's been cheating on me for over a year. He has been coming home late, and he has clearly become cold towards me. So I followed him after work, and just as I suspected, he was seeing another woman. I have plenty of evidence. I can show it to you if you want. I don't want to see that. I think it's your fault, Jane. You're too focused on your job. That's why he got lonely and went to another woman. Say whatever you want. Me and Hector are done. What concerns me now is that you're trespassing again. Shut up! Even if you guys get divorced, this house is Hector's. Then shouldn't you be the one to leave? Can you read, Marie? I told you so many times that it's my house. I don't believe you. You don't believe me? Okay. Why don't you go check Hector's room? You know, it's the room on the second floor, right? I know it's not locked. Just look. Why? Just do it. Okay. What? His stuff is gone. There's nothing in this room. What the hell does this mean? Now you know I'm telling the truth, right? The house you are in now is the house I bought when I was single. The divorce was caused by Hector's infidelity, so I kicked him out of the house. Oh no! Then where is Hector now? I will talk to him. I think he's staying at his girlfriend's house. I think her name was Nathalie. and they lived in a small apartment near downtown. What? Did you say Natalie? That's his ex-girlfriend, right? Oh, so you know her? Yes, she used to be his ex, and I think she works at a strip club. Oh my God! I remember she stole money from Hector before. I was so happy when I heard they broke up. I can't believe they are together again. Well, I don't care about that. Just so you know, I called the police again. Please leave or you're going to be in serious trouble. What? You're lying. I'm not lying. I'll file a damage report, so please be prepared. Jane? I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't believe you and trespassed. I was detained by the police and I was fined for trespassing. Don't you feel bad for me? No. Listen, I came all the way down here to start a new life with my son, so I used up all my savings, you know? I've been trying to reach Hector, but he's not answering me. I have nowhere else to go. Can you let me stay in your house? I promise I won't do anything you don't like. What? Of course I'm not staying for free. I'll put in a little bit of money a month. I'll even help you with the housework. Please, we used to be family once. Will you help me? No. But Jane, don't you feel bad for me? Not at all. Besides, I'm overseas now. What? I'm living in the UK now. UK? Really? I'm going back in 5 years at the most. So I'm renting out my house for a limited time. A family will be moving in next week, so there's no way I can let you stay in my house. Oh no. Actually, I was about to call you today. So, are you going to help me? No. Have you already forgotten what you did? My company's legal team is going to charge you a compensation for what you did. I wanted to call you to tell you that. Some of the things you threw away contained confidential company and customer information. Fortunately, the documents are encrypted, so there was no breach of information. What you did almost caused serious damage to the company. We could have lost hundreds of millions of dollars. The company is claiming $10,000 from you as compensation. What? 10,000? There's no way I could pay that money. Then why don't you borrow the money or something? Like, ask for help from your son? I'm also filing a claim for all my branded bags and accessories that you threw away. I will make sure you pay for everything. I think that's about $5,000 on my part. There's no way I can pay that much. No. You brought all this on yourself. Please take responsibility for what you did. I'll have my lawyer handle the rest. So please don't contact me again. Goodbye. Wait a minute, Jane. Please, help me. Please. After that conversation, I immediately blocked Marie's number. Thanks to the lawyer, both the damages to my company and my personal things were paid. I heard that Marie barged into Hector's girlfriend's house and begged him to lend her money. However, Hector, who had already used up money for his girlfriend, had no money left. Hector refused to help his mother. With no one to turn to, Marie took a loan somewhere and paid the compensation. I heard from my friend that Hector got dumped after he ran out of money. After that, he tried to contact me, but since I was already abroad, he had no chance to reach me. Now Hector and his mother are living together, making ends meet in a small apartment. It's a good thing that now Marie has someone to live with. On the other hand, I'm enjoying my new work environment and working hard. Everything seems to have worked out for the best. Despite the challenges, we're all moving forward.